What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure in 1994 here, and today is Thursday, April 17th, 2025, and today is my mom's birthday. And what I really came out here for is to tell you guys that the Rangers season is officially over. The Rangers 2024-25 season is officially over. We're not making the playoffs this year. And we got eliminated on Saturday to the Carolina Hurricanes. After we lost to the Carolina Hurricanes on Saturday, we got eliminated from playoff contention. And this was something I always feared since November. Like back in October, we were like playing very strong and we were in first place. But by the time it was the end of November, by the time it was Thanksgiving, we ended up getting into this bad losing streak, and through December we started choking badly. And we only won 3 games that December, and we just faced an epic collapse that year, that month. We just faced an epic collapse that month, and it continued through the rest of the season. There were some times where the Rangers won some games, like they would make a 3-game winning streak, and then all of a sudden they would just lose again, and then make another losing streak. It was like a pattern, like they would win like 3 games and then they would lose 3 games. And then look terrible all over again. That's what was going on this season. We weren't too great this season. I don't know what happened. We were the President's Trophy team last year and we had 55 wins and we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2024. And got beaten out by the Panthers, and then all of a sudden we collapsed in November 2024. And we started losing a lot of these games. That we actually fell into last place temporarily when it was New Year's. Yeah, that's how much we collapsed over time. In just 6 months. That's just insane. And now we're missing the playoffs for the first time since 2021. We finished in 5th place and we're not making the playoffs this year. Yeah, it's really sad how we were really strong the last 4 years, and then all of a sudden, it's really sad how we were so strong the last 3 years, and then all of a sudden we collapsed like this. Like 2021, 22, and then the other 2 years we were like so strong that we could almost beat anybody. We were able to beat anybody those 3 seasons. And then all of a sudden we just collapsed just like that. Oh, and by the way, today was Sam Rosens' last game. He is officially retiring from being a sports announcer. And he was announcing the Rangers and the Jets for the last several years and many decades. And now it's the end of an era for him. And I wish him well on his retirement from announcing the Rangers and the Jets. It was really great to hear his voice as a Rangers announcer. Yeah, I'm really gonna miss hearing his voice yelling it's a power play goal and all that other stuff. He was like a wonderful announcer for the Rangers. I know him like basically my whole life. I go way back with this. I go way back with hearing his voice from when I was really little, when I started watching the Rangers. He's been a wonderful announcer the last several years, and now it's time for him to go. It's his retirement, and I wish him well. It's really a shame the Rangers didn't make the playoffs this year. Otherwise, he would have more games to go. He would be announcing more games before he retires in the playoffs. But it's not the case. We're not making the playoffs this year. We failed to make the playoffs this year. So I would like to. So I'm out here to say that it's over till next year. I will see the Rangers next fall. And sadly, I feel like I've been reliving this nightmare all over again. What happened back in 2010 of when the Rangers got eliminated by the Philadelphia Flyers in a shootout in the last game of the season in 2010. I remember that game. It was April 11, 2010, and the Rangers were playing against the Flyers in their last game of the season, and whoever won that game would get into the playoffs, and who doesn't win is eliminated and doesn't make the playoffs. I remember that nightmare where the Flyers eliminated the Rangers in the shootout from playoff contention, and we missed the 2010 playoffs. Just for that one game and that 1 point we should have got. Yeah, I'm getting the vibes of that because of how the Islanders lost to the Flyers in a shootout on Saturday. And it was on the same day both teams got eliminated. So, no playoffs for the state of New York this year. Just like 2018. This is the first time since 2018 where the entire state of New York doesn't make the NHL playoffs. So the Rangers and Islanders are both out, and the Islanders are also missing the playoffs after only 3 years. It's basically like what happened between 2014 and 2017, where the Islanders missed the 2014 and 17 playoffs and made the playoffs for 2 straight years in 2015 and 16. Well, this is what happened this decade. In 2022, they missed the playoffs. In 2023, they make the playoffs for 2 consecutive years in 2023 and 24, and they miss in 2025. And this is their first odd number year they missed the playoffs for the first time since 2017. But even though there's no New York teams in the playoffs, I think the playoffs are still going to be fun to watch. Especially with the fact that the Ottawa Senators returned to the playoffs this year. And the Montreal Canadiens for the first time since 2021. And the St. Louis Blues, who also successfully returned after 3 years. So yeah, despite that there's no New York teams in the playoffs this year, I still think we're going to have a fun playoff series. And yeah, I wish Sam Rosens well on his retirement for announcing the Rangers and the Jets for several years. And yeah, it's over till next fall for the Rangers. So I guess that's it.